today is starting our fourth and final day in Glasgow. We have a couple sights to see here this morning, then we're going to start on the long road home. But first, we had to get out of this Airbnb because our time here is up. We're packing up everyone now, and we're heading off to a museum. So we're starting off a little later today than I would like. It took a while to get everyone packed up and get out of the place, but we're on the move. We're heading off to the museum. However, no one's had anything to eat, so we're going to do one of our little hacks that we like to go into. LIDL. They have great pastries. So they had a Scottish tablet muffin, which looks like a caramel muffin, and they have this thing on the top of it, and it's not quite caramel, it's crunchy and crumbly. It's like a caramel fudge, but it's a little harder. I had one piece of it the other day. I told it's a Scottish thing. This muffin looks delicious. It's all caramelly, it smells great. This one, I only bought one. This one is for me. The kids got blueberry. I'm the only one who's gonna get this. So we're going to end our Glasgow vacation here at the Kelvingrove Art Gallery Museum. This was the most recommended location out of all the recommendations I received. This is the place that people said I should visit. So before we head out, we're heading in. This is a giant Irish deer. You should be glad this doesn't exist anymore. It's absolutely massive. This is an absolutely magnificent natural history museum. There's so much to see here. You could spend an entire day here easily. But we have these broad age ranges with the kids. The twins are just looking, but Blair is running the older kids through their paces as far as reading and finding out about these animals. She's making them read all the placards, and they have to explain what they see, which I totally support that. And here we have the mythical Scottish red squirrel. I've only seen taxidermied in pictures. I want to see a real one. I still question whether or not these beautiful red squirrels are real or are they just Scottish fairies. Oh, I didn't realize that there is a live beehive. I've seen this before in other museums, but this is a magnificent addition to this museum because you could actually see the bees going in and out of the building. The hive and cones are here. But the bees, this is a live beehive. It's fascinating. Okay, so it says that they were sick.
Yeah.
Inspired by the death of the cousin. Grief and anguish. Okay, I wasn't reading grief and anguish. I was reading, look at him, he stank. It's such an exciting experience to walk through that museum. And you know what? We could be in there all day long. We could easily spend all day there. However, we have a 6-hour drive ahead of us. We'll be getting home late tonight. But I did not want to leave Glasgow without going through the most highly recommended location. And I see why it's so highly recommended. It's a beautiful natural history museum, art gallery. It's all tucked into one. And we only saw a sliver of it. So if we ever make it back to the city, that's where we're going to start off. It's such a wonderful museum. It gives me so many echoes and vibes of, say, the Louvre and other places that I've Natural History Museum in the United States, smaller state city museums. It's just all tucked into one, but I love the architecture. The building is magnificent. Take everything out of it, and then the architecture of the building still magnificent. I love it. I feel like it's Victorian, slightly Gothic, but more Victorian era architecture. I just love the spirals and the stairs and the shapes and the tucked in corners. It all just sings to my soul. So after about a 4-hour drive, we made it to Manchester. Not that we headed to Manchester, but we kind of detoured just so I could get everyone out of the car. It's really hard to be in the car for 6, 7, 8 hours and not get a break. So stopping over in Manchester, going to hang out here in the city center for a little while. Manchester is one of our favorite cities. It's probably let's say Birmingham, London, and then Manchester's probably tied with Liverpool. It's one of my favorite cities though. To be completely honest, Manchester has two things that I do care for. One of them is Haiti and Gongcha and T4, which I really love. T4 is my favorite bubble tea shop. So I could probably get some T4, which is closed in Birmingham. They also have a Pop Mart store here, which I think Blair's going to like that. I'm going to say Blair's going to like it. I like it too. I have not had the opportunity to go to this one. This is one of the largest ones in the country. The last time we were in Manchester, it hadn't opened yet. And I figured this is the perfect time to swing by and see what the Pop Mart store is like. It's a Monday afternoon, so hopefully it won't be too many people in line. There's typically a queue to get in, but on a Monday afternoon, Monday evening at this point, it should be able to get in without that long of a queue. I also read online that the queue isn't that bad, but who's trying to get in the Pop Mart at 7 p.m. on a Monday. Manchester is the second or third largest city, depending on how you count it, in the UK. But it's a city that people sleep on. We did a video here before. We spent 48 hours here hanging out, and that's how I can kind of drop down to the city center because Blair and I have been here several times. It's a nice city. Manchester's really nice. A lot of people just don't think about it as a place to visit, but it's definitely worth a visit. If you have the opportunity and the time and space, definitely you can hop on the train, come out of London, shoot up here to Manchester, spend a day, an afternoon or two. I think you'd have a really great time. So I was right, we were able to just walk right in, no massive line to get in here, just straight through the door. There's a few people in here, but it's not a crazy packed out shop. Oh, this may be the next craze after the La Boo Boo. This is Hachi Poo Poo Gummy Bear. The first time I came down here, I drove in and I totally messed it up. I got crisscrossed, backed up in the wrong direction, and actually ended up driving where I'm standing right now. I was in this square area with my vehicle. Cops circled us on all sides, and I'm sorry guys, I got lost. They got me turned around and got me going back in the right direction. But it was pretty crazy. It was late at night too. Luckily, there wasn't a lot of people about. But I did end up driving into an area where there's city buses here, but there shouldn't be pedestrian vehicles. But I actually was out here. It was pretty funny. It's funny now. It wasn't funny then. It was not funny at the time. Glad to see that the entrepreneurial spirit is alive here in Manchester, just as it is alive in Birmingham. There's a Pop Mart being sold here. There's La Boo Boo. And I'm not talking about inside the store. I'm talking about here on the street. These items are being sold. You know what I'm saying? You got to enjoy those and love those entrepreneurs who are creatively selling products. Nessie believes in you, Blakely. Nessie believes in you.
I thought Nessie had a tail.
Old MacDonald didn't.
I guess the goat burned it down or something, like Old MacDonald had a farm.
Yeah.
Had.
Old MacDonald didn't have a phone.
He did.
Yeah.
You haven't used up the last one though, right?
Yeah, I know. I'm talking about just in general.
In general, there's a new character. Okay. I know that the electrified section is up above us in the air, but it still feels odd to step on the tracks. You're like, oh, don't step on the tracks, you'll get shot. Even though I do know that it's up above. But these trains are rolling constantly. Every 3 seconds, I feel like there's another train. There's just so much activity in this central section here in Manchester. Blakely didn't realize we were in Manchester, but yes, we are in Manchester. Here watching these guys, these Uber Eats and these Just Eat guys, and they ride bikes all across the city, ferrying food. Typically not very healthy food. They are going to be some of the healthiest men in the city because they're riding bikes every day, but they're carrying food that is probably some of the most unhealthy food. They're going to outlive the Patreons. It's really interesting. I really wish we had time to sit down at a restaurant, but we do have to get on the go. We still have a long ways to go. Kids have school tomorrow, so I'm pushing it a little bit. We're just picking up some stuff here real quick to eat, and then we're gonna be back on the road again. I'm gonna be honest with you. I kind of wish I lived in the city. I can hang out in the city center. Man, it's nice down here. She's coming. We've had a wonderful time down here in Manchester, just hanging out in the city center, walking around. Kids has even kicked off all her shoes and socks. She's enjoying herself so much. But we're about to head back to the vehicle, swing through Haiti, pick up some drinks, head back to the vehicle, and I think we have a good 2.5 hours to home. It's been a good day. A long day, but a good day.
I really enjoyed seeing all of the trees and riding the ferry in Scotland. It was a really fun experience, and I liked seeing all of the art that was made from the wood and stuff. What? No, it's my turn right now. What did you like?
I like September.
Oh, I see.
I hold it.
So there and back again, we just made it home after a very long day. Getting the vehicle unpacked, gonna get everyone rushed up to bed because they have school tomorrow. Blair and I back to work, and then back to the normal routine. Normally we like to give ourselves a day in between returning from a trip and going to work, but this time we stretched it to give ourselves more time in Scotland. It was such a wonderful trip up there. We've enjoyed it. We've gone to Scotland before, so be sure to check out the whole playlist. There's a lot of Scotland trips that we've done up into the Highlands, over into Edinburgh and other places. We've had a wonderful time there, but this trip was special. It was unique. We got to dig in a little deeper. We got to see a bit more of Glasgow. Glasgow? Glasgow. It's still a hard word for me to say. I'm going to continue to work on it until I finally get it close enough to write. If you like this content, be sure to like and subscribe. We're going to call it a night, and I will not see you tomorrow, but I will see you soon. So until next time, take care.
다시 널 만나게 된다면 그냥 지나쳐줘. 반복되는 다툼 속 줄어가는 대화. 이별만이 정답일 테니 그동안 나 참 외로워서 말은 안 해도 다 느껴졌어. 혼자서만